Welcome, viewers, back to CyberKnights, where we are just about to kick off the mission Haven Smokeout. We do have 10 days left to kick off this mission. It is power level 1, and our team power level is only 0.51, so yeah, stronger opposition. I don't know yet what that means, so we're going to try it anyway just to see if we enter mission planning. We do have our Faces Deal Maker talent giving us a 10% influence reward for this job, plus boosted the job's price. The job is to take out the D-Cartel soldiers loyal to Ghoul and recover the Q-Endpoint. We also have a special bonus extra of $54,000. UDs, not dollars, sorry, 54,000 United Digitals if we kill the Syndicate's Wire Ghost. There's a couple other things we could grab leverage on here. We could ask for a favor from B-Tuna, someone with command over contingent over street gang soldiers could cancel any reinforcement deployment by Sec AI for the next 2 turns as a favor. Local gang kicks up a violent distraction to delay reinforcements at the opportune moment. Not sure if we care that much about reinforcements. So our heat is only 35. I think that means our sec level is going to increase by 1 pip per turn. We could buy a biochip Fritz leverage for 10k, which adds 2 turns to delay before dead enemies are noticed missing. That might be fun. It looks like our contact Potato can give us a high skilled net wraith, which will do that for us. Or we could spend 5k for an unplug cameras leverage, a corrupt D-Cartel insider given to us by Octane. Octane is our benefactor, our client for this mission. This is who we're trying to impress. We're going up against Ghoul. Yeah, Octane versus Ghoul, I love it. They both have power level 4, power level 4.0, way higher than us. They barely trust us. He doesn't trust us at all. In fact, he's probably going to trust us less after this. We do have a few contacts to dig through. Look at this, just a few. B-Tuna has been mentioned a few times. Ghoul, we know about him. Mongrel, Octane. Potato! Potato is a friend of one of us, right? Protective. He's protective of Hellraiser. Hellraiser is one of our team members. Hellraiser is our Vanguard. Okay, right. Hellraiser recently got a nickname. So, and these are all individually power level 3, but our gang is only power level 0.51. Interesting. I guess that's sort of like more of like how well known we are than how actual powerful we are. Alright, on this mission, Black Dice is required. The rest are all optional, but they're all coming. Standard loadout, although we did get some tech light suits. We have a Jaguar and a Hades lattice. Jaguar light suit. Currently we're using Secure Tech. Secure Tech is a level 1 common, giving us some ballistic protection and some kinetic protection. I'm not sure if we can compare these directly. We can. See with that one, look at that. So I'm not sure which direction this goes now. Ballistic protection is less on this. Kinetic protection is the same. So this seems like identical pretty much. Yeah, it's got 1% more ballistic protection. So it's slightly better. We'll give her that. She's now wearing the Jaguar light suit. The other one was a Hades lattice. Hades lattice is much worse. Although it does do better on whatever these values mean. Let's compare again and see if I can figure this out. So while the Secure Tech light suit does have better armor, it looks like, I don't know, what is that? Like shatter? Like how much it resists armor breakage? Maybe that's just durability. It's got better durability. I don't think we need it. We're going to keep with the Secure Tech light suits. I guess we'll sell this. It's worth 12,000. Is that something we can sell in here? don't actually see an easy way to sell, I think. Maybe that happens in our inventory? No. Yes, sell 12k. There we go. We're going to sell that to Origami Joe. He's offering us 13,000 for it. It was only worth 12. Or is that how much he has? I'm not sure. Looks like it was worth it. Okay, so back to mission loadout. I didn't mean to get distracted there. We're going to keep everybody in secure light suits. We don't have any new weapons, really. We have rapid fires, defensors. No new loadouts there on HE grenades or their hand equipment. I think it's all the same, except we did pick up Dazzlers. So Dazzlers are a stun weapon versus HE grenades, which are just doing damage. 100 pure, 100 kinetic. I'm not sure these HE grenades are gonna do much. We haven't really tried it, so I think we need to try those to see. Shock mine, HE grenade, hyper V caps. I think I'm gonna get rid of the shock mine and try a Dazzler instead. As they shock mine's worth 2k. It's 16 meter and a 3 millimeter radius around the shock mine. A Dazzler is interesting, or interesting. A Dazzler is instant. It just has an 18 meter throw radius. So we're gonna try a Dazzler on her, although spacebar to equip. There we go. Vanguard with the Dazzler, HE grenade here, and hyper V caps. Yeah, I think instead of hyper V, we're gonna try to get you to rely less on drugs because I'm worried about side effects. Maybe we'll explore those later. But we're gonna give you an HE grenade also. Although a smoke grenade might be fun. So that's all the equipment we're doling out this mission, and we're gonna go ahead and start. Here's the team. This looks like some kind of warehouse. I can't move the camera while the dialogue's up. The hideout is just ahead, says Blur, our face. Black Dice says they've carved out quite a little den of thieves in the underground slums. Zasha comes up and says they probably don't usually keep anything that valuable here. The place is little more than a flop for Syndicate soldiers. There we go. Somebody looks like a Syndicate soldier over there. Hellraiser picks that up. Their patrols are close in. They aren't expecting anyone to come knocking. The DSTR looks like some kind of bar or something. Dropbox and Wire Ghost are in there somewhere. Maybe that's an exit. We need to move quickly and quietly enough that they don't just slip out the other side. Okay, so we need to block that off maybe. Here we are. Quickly and quietly. Don't let the Wire Ghost out. The closer we can get without raising the full Haven alarm, the better. Alright, full Haven alarm. We see 2 people. 3 maybe. This one maybe we can avoid though. That is Lado. He's unaware of us. No line of sight. We also have 2 over here. We've got Omi, a street warrior. Omega, another street warrior. Both out of range. We don't really get a lot of intel on them until we can actually get in range, I think. DSR here. We can't see what's inside of this. I guess we kind of can by going under the roof, but there's no way to just turn the roof off, surprisingly. Lootable lockbox in there. I didn't see any on our side, so we're gonna get up around this side. I guess we're gonna take these 2 guys out, avoid this camera area, but basically go around this way. I think we're gonna keep Molly as backup. Black Dice, you're running around front. Don't think there's any reason not to sprint here, right? Yeah, they'll see you, but I don't care. You're not even in there yet. Let's get you over on the left. Right, eventually we're going to have... We'll get +2 favors if complete before end of turn 14. We want to do this fast. Okay. Cover the Q-Endpoint, kill the Wire Ghost. Yeah, let's move in fast. That's the end for you. We do have some leverage. It's passive. Okay. So we don't have to activate it. We are going to the next person, who's Molly. Molly, yeah, really wants to stay behind. Actually, she has those nice claws, so I take it back. She's got a nice weapon in case she needs to get up front, but she's gonna stay in back. Also, I did read a little bit about the HUD here, and unfortunately, oh, there, you can cycle HUD details with H, so I'm gonna try to leave the details off unless we hover. I don't need the red bands around everybody. They have their name tags above them. That's helpful. You can't turn that off, but the selection bands are just a bit much, so I'll leave them off. We'll rely on their name tags. I may occasionally toggle things off just to find things, and it is nice that you get a kind of a full view here without hovering, just to double check during movement. So maybe I'll leave that on while I'm moving if I'm unsure, but for now I'm going to get on to Zasha. She's also coming over to this side with a sprint. Maybe get a little further forward than the rest, and then finally we're going to bring Hellraiser over there. Hopefully get her into range to do something interesting. Yeah, we want you to come from this side. I don't want you to trigger anything. So there we are. That's the end of turn 1. That was pretty quick. Let's see these 3 guys move. That's Omega. He's patrolling. That is Omi. He's heading to checkpoint, he says. And then Leto over there. Not too bothered about him. He's going to be too far away to really be a threat. SenseNet data says +2 tally, so we're getting a +2 tally for some reason. I guess that's just because our heat. So I was wrong. Our heat is high enough that we're getting +2 per turn, which is something we're going to have to figure out how to reduce. All right, Molly gets to check the initiative first this turn, and she gets to go. She's probably going to run in here and try to take this guy out. Unfortunately, we do have someone in range who might be able to hear us. To do an attack with her, we just need 1. So the question is... Well, first question is what? We can't yield her because Leto gets to go next. He's way over here. I really don't like that you can't just yield down the line. You have to go delay action if there's another character in between. So yeah, she has to really make the decision now. Are we gonna go ham and stab this guy? We'd have to kill him with black dice. Can take a look now. 150 health. We will be heard here. Alternatively, she could lumen spear him. But this is 130 kinetic damage. It's gonna mostly kill him. Black dice will be able to take him out before he moves. Or alternatively, we could skip that and rush for the back. Let's do that. Let's just see if we can't get around back and be sneaky. All right, there we got vision inside, people in the back up here. Hopefully this gets us an idea of where the wire ghost is. This guy's very likely to turn around and see us. There is a laser wire fence here, a bunch of security inside, including a motion field sensor. And I'm guessing this is their wire ghost. No, doesn't look like it, does it? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to keep looking. So we're going to come in this back door. I guess we're going to take this guy out. That's the plan. Black dice, you're going to rush up. I want you to go around this way so you don't get heard. Uh-oh. Alright, they stay hidden, but he did turn. This guy's moving over to checkpoint, and now we're on to Hellraiser. So that's annoying. He turned to where he's kind of got a view of our walking path, so we'd have to take him out here with Hellraiser. I guess we should have anticipated him earlier. He's going to turn next turn, so she could delay. Although she can only delay till the end of... she can't delay. She's already done. There's nobody else. And she already moved, so she can't delay. So if she runs through here, he does see her. That raises the alarm. If she sneaks, he still sees her. You may be seen. Okay. He's pretty likely to see us. He's looking this way, right? I guess we just hang out over here. Alright, and there's not much else she needs to do. She does have jam kit lure. She could have lured him. That's what we should do. We'll do that now. We might as well just throw something over here for him to look at. And then she should sprint out of there to join her friends. Right. And then Zasha is not interested in killing either, so she's going to come up. She doesn't want to trigger him at all, so she's coming up on this side. Should be in the clear. Great. And we still have a indication that he's going to go over there and look. We've got 3 turns of... What's her ability called? I think it's anticipation. We have 3 turns of that left, so... Right now, Zasha's done. We'll end her action. That's turn 2. We're going to get... We've got 2 more security. Nothing too terrible happening. Leto gets to act again. Leto is like completely off of our radar. We have no idea. Oh, there he is. He's unaware. He's running around. Alright, we left these punks alive. Let's get up here and see what this guy's doing next. Can we anticipate that? No. Molly's going first. I mean, she's going to be heard, so we might be sneaking. We might be smart to sneak now, but if we do, there's a chance that guy turns around, so maybe we want to move a little slower. I'll tell you what, why don't we just delay you, Molly? This guy's patrolling behind us. That's a little nerve-wracking. Black dice. Let's see, we have look ahead. Quantum look ahead at a zone. Alright, we want to put a look ahead over here. We want it to touch that guy and anybody who comes inside. We've got a couple there, so we do have a look ahead on him. He's not turning around, he's getting out of our way. That's good. And then guess we should give ourselves a pre-computed advantage since we're all grouped up here. Kind of, especially since we let Molly move, or told Molly to delay. I'm not sure if it lasts more than a turn. Yeah, it's for next turn basically. So we're going to give ourselves pre-computed advantage for next turn, and we're going to get up close. Don't want to get heard. So maybe we'll move up to here with 1 action left and then sneak the rest of the way if possible. And then sneaky and see if we can peek around the corner. Okay, there's the wire ghost, so that's what we want to take out. Wow, we have... The wire ghost is already running. She's like, nope, I'm out of here. She's gonna go out this back door. It's gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns to get there, but on the way already, even though unalerted. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have to take... Our priority there is taking the wire ghost out. We also have Tactical Surge here. Buff yourself and any team members within 25 meters with +2 action points immediately. Okay, we'll do that next turn. That's how we'll plan on taking it out. Let's end Black Dice's action. Let's get Zasha to move up here. We're going to do a sneak. We're just going to pile up here and plan on doing an alpha strike on the wire ghost. Next turn. We've got Ome. He's too far away for us to care about. Hellraiser, yep, she's moving up. She could run in to this point here. We sneak, we don't gain anything, so yeah, she can move here and be ready with some kind of action. So we could put silence on her next turn. We could also do jam kit here. I'm guessing we're gonna have to go in this thing for... Well, there's one lootable here. I think there was like another one. Yeah, they're both back there. Whoa, there's a lot of bad guys in there. We really want to be silent and not make a scene here. We just want to take out the wire ghost. Somebody... Oh, that was a suspicious noise. We lured them away a while ago. We could do it again in 3 turns. Jeez, okay. So we can't lure these guys out here for a while. It would be fun to put like a bigger lure here, though. Nobody's looking at this wire ghost. Let's look at what we can do with anticipations on people who aren't in this circle. Got one. I guess I want to see what you were doing. Alright, luckily you're just sitting there doing nothing. Good. Alright, Hellraiser, you have 2 move left. You could sneak over here. Get closer to the action. Let's do it. And you're done for now. Omega is going to move. He's investigating something. That noise, the lure we sent. Muck turns away. This guy's moving away. We're going to see the wire ghost move, I think. Molly still gets to move. Okay. Molly, I want you to move up. It looks like you could sneak all the way here and be fine. Alternatively, you could run and get heard, so let's not do that. Let's sneak up. I think you'll be out of vision if you move to there. And, like, we could just hopefully take out a lot of these people next turn. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's turning around. That's bad. He doesn't move till the end of next turn though, so we might be able to pull this off. Alright, we gained some +2 tally. We're about 8 of 12. Our turn is turn 4. Plan this turn is to kill the wire ghost, and we're starting with Zasha this time. She would love to run in there and just slap him down. Sprint to here. Or not even a sprint, just a quick sneak to there. She does get seen as intruder, so if this guy survives this, we're boned. She's going to probably use improved power slice. She has to be closer for that. She's going to use slash slide for 2 points to get in there and attack. She goes instant slide in, destroys him. Oh, wire goes down. Okay, got him. Didn't run fast enough, little matrix rat. Time to find the drop box before things get too hot in the haven. Alright, we need to destroy this guy as well because he's going to turn around and see us. So I think Zasha, you're done for now. Wow, we could yield here. Although that only yields past black dice. We need to get to Hellraiser. Hellraiser's not moving for a long time. But neither is this scary guy. So let's see. Lato's outside. Udo is in here. No, Udo's outside. Sai is the first one in here. This guy here. We don't know what he's going to do. We should probably get back outside just in case he moves. They're gonna see their dead body here, but as far as I know, I can't do anything with dead bodies yet. Black dice. So black dice has security scramble. Disable a level 1 security device. This is a level 1 security dice, so she could security scramble this thing. That is 1 action point. It's open. She's also meant to do... Oh, she did do pre-computed advantage. That's why we're all moving first this turn. So she's going to do that again just to keep us ahead. And she's going to do tactical surge here, giving everybody +2 action points. That's going to give us enough ability to definitely take this guy out and definitely get in here and collect this loot. So she's doing that first. Tactical surge gives everybody +2. She's immediately going to use that to sneak in here. Although she's going to consider sprinting. No, sprinting's too loud. She's sneaking in here. Pretty sure that's safe. Let me turn off the HUD again because it's those green glowing effects are kind of interfering. Alright, in here she's going to open this lootable lockbox, and we're hoping this is where the stuff is, but it's not. Unfortunately, that is not the lockbox we care about. Ugh. Alright, where are the other ones? There's one way over here, one here. It's possible we have to get into the Matrix host to do this. Recover the Q-Endpoint. It's possible. I don't know what a Q-Endpoint is. Let's do favors. Okay, well, I think our best bet is to run around the outside, maybe. We really need to get these guys out of here. But black dice, I want, if we can, let's get you out of the... Okay, she'll be heard by somebody because if she doesn't sneak, so she's gonna have to sneak. Can't quite make it out of the laser gate. That's okay. She's done for now. Next is Molly. Molly is worried that this guy's about to turn around, so she needs to go destroy him. If she doesn't sneak, she's being heard by everyone, it looks like. So it's hard to tell who's actually doing the hearing. Oh no, it's him. Never mind. So to take this guy out heavily, she needs to be here. So she needs to be actually a little further than that, like right next to him. If she sneaks, she's still going to be heard. Crimson Vector could get close enough though. So if she sneaks to here without being heard and then does Crimson Vector, she'll be able to take him out. So she's going to do that. Oops, there. And turning on Crimson Vector. Crimson Vector is basically a power slide that she can do. She's not going to kill him with that, but it does make him angry. And then from there, she can use Hand Blades, and that does put him down. Sorry, Charlie. You're sleeping tight. All right. Who's next? She does want to get up here and take this one out next, I think. I think we're going to have to go in here and just start opening up. So if she runs back, it's pretty quiet. She can get back in over here. She can actually get really far without raising any alarms. So maybe to here, and then a quick dash around and up next turn. And she'll be able to get up there with a sneak next turn, but she doesn't need to do it right now. So let's delay, see what happens. I don't think they're going to see her. En route here, this guy Leto, he's way out of the action, but we're still having to watch him move. Udo still moving. Molly. So this is the end of turn 4. No, we still have an actor here in turn 4. Thought we delayed you till the end of the turn. I guess we just delayed you till the start of their moves. So Sai is next. Not sure he's doing anything interesting. If we got close enough, we could probably take all 3 of these guys out immediately, but we really need to take this camera out first. I think she's just going to turn off her action. Actually, let's delay just in case. That's Omi patrolling. Next we have Seiko. He's getting out of the way. Good. Muck's the one up here that Molly needs to take out, so she's moving fast. Hellraiser. Alright. Hellraiser, I need you to get in and start making some distractions, please. Let's turn off this camera at the very least, although your jam kit only lasts for a turn, so be very careful about when we do that. Do need to sneak you. They haven't seen us yet. Can get right inside the action here with something. And then we cannot do much. We can't do anticipation. We can only do jam kit. We'll hold it, I think, until next turn. Is that true? No, we want to jam that immediately. We'll just keep it down. Let's jam this. Jam kit. There we go. Alright, probably also like to jam that, but I don't think we're going to do that this turn. I think we're going to have to run in here and try to get these guys. So we do have Lure coming back in 2 turns. That's way too far away, though. Could start heading up this way. I don't think those guys will end up seeing her, but yeah, let's head her up this way. Keep out of sight of Seiko and Udo, but if these 3 start turning, we'll have to deal with them. That's enough for her. None of the bodies have ticked yet, but it's coming soon. 4 turns for this one. 3 turns for this one. We didn't get the leverage that let us extend that for 2 turns, so maybe that was a mistake. And do we know what you're doing? Yeah, you're turning away next turn. Yes, I guess we move you just a little closer, or is that a bad idea? This guy might turn. Yeah, no, let's discard your move and the turn. That brings us to turn 5. 2 more turns before the security level goes up. Not too long before we're discovered. Molly is going to get up there. Like, if you run, you're going to get heard immediately by Muck, but you're going to get close. If you don't run, you're going to eventually get heard by Muck, but you get close. Let's do the run. We'll charge you up there, get you close, and since you don't have the slide anymore, you can do hand blades twice. Hand blades takes 1 use. Attack with bullet assault takes 2 uses, so ideally you have 4 uses left when we get you up there. 4 attacks. But I think you're only getting 3, so that's going to be 2 claw attacks. Pretty sure that's the only thing that hears you. The rest are looking away. Get in there. She hears a noise. She calls intruder. However, she used intruder detected. Uh-oh. I think that just means if she doesn't die, she's going to do something bad. So we're going to hit her with hand blades once. And we're going to hit her with hand blades twice. Alright, and Molly is doing some destruction for us. Molly, I'd like you to get around to this side. Although, yeah, let's just run you over here. You'll get in cover next turn. Nobody's going to turn around and see you, don't worry. You're far enough away that that doesn't matter. Okay, next is Black Dice. She's out of the room, and we could, I think what we do is put a look ahead in here. Maybe even bias it way over on this side so it could catch anybody else coming around the corner there. Alright, and now we see, yeah, these guys are just sitting there doing nothing. They're all in our look ahead field. Black Dice, I think it's time to get ready to run in there and chop. It looks like piling up on this wall here might be the way to go. That was a sneak. She can go really far with her sneaks. We're going to delay that action until the end of the turn. I think we want Zasha to move. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What was that? I think we just... somebody just saw something. I think we might be boned. Alright, what did this guy see? Seiko, intruder suspected. Okay, so he sees something. I'm not sure what. I think he saw Black Dice. Damn, okay. I didn't think he'd be able to see that far, but look at that. That's like just in range. He has a long range. So ideally we'd kill him this turn. I don't think we can. We do have silenced pistols, but she's pretty close to these guys. And it's Zasha's turn, so if Zasha runs in here, she's going to trigger this motion field sensor anyway. She does have Lightfoot. Makes no sound. Does not avoid visual detection. She also has Slash Slide. Slash Slide's got a pretty decent range, but I'm not sure she can make it there. Yeah, she can't get there. She's just going to move into here. Sure, that guy's coming to check on us, but we'll be hiding. She doesn't have any sort of overwatch, unfortunately. She could put up a deflection field. Let's put her here. And then, yeah, let's put the deflection field up just for fun. Don't think it's going to affect anything visual. Like, I don't think it alerts anybody when we do that. And then she will delay, just in case that guy gets closer. Alright, and then Hellraiser, we need to turn off the sensor. Can you reach that for us? Where are you? Way up here, let's see. Jam kit on this. This is disabled for the remainder of the turn, so we want to keep jamming that. But we also want to jam this. Can we reach it from here? No. Why can't we jam kit on this? Maybe it's... Oh, I see. It's just out of range. Okay. So she's going to move up to this side is what we're going to do. Stay up here. And then let's see if Jam Kit reaches this. Not quite. Damn. Okay, a little further. I need some motion here. You want to stay out of its circle. Why didn't that work? Can you please move there? Thank you. And then hopefully your Jam Kit reaches. Good. Alright, this time we're jamming it. Good. So that thing won't trigger. You're done, unfortunately. I was hoping we could get more out of you. And then Black Dice can potentially run around a corner and just get hidden. Yeah, she can't run, unfortunately, but she could get further away, but I don't think it's going to help her. Black Dice, you're kind of boned. That guy's going to see you. There's nothing you could do. You could take cover. Cancelled by any movement. Take cover. 10% cover bonus. +1 initiative until the end of next turn. Is this guy moving again? Yes. So he's moving again. Molly gets to go first, and Hellraiser gets to go pretty close after that. But let's just put you on take cover. Spotted. I should have put that deflection field around you, but I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, maybe I should have moved you in there. Alright, Black Dice, that's the end of your turn. Let's see what Zeta does. Who's Zeta? Zeta's in there? Yeah, okay. Doesn't look like he's going to do anything. Hey, wake up, he says. Okay, and I'm guessing that this black square is where we need to go and pick up this thing I just realized. So that's what we're going to aim for. Zasha. Zasha has 2 moves left. With a dash, no, she can't do anything. Let's see. We could Lightfoot. We could improve Power Strike. We could Slash Slide. So Slash Slide's going to take 2. She can't do anything. We're just going to end her action. Alright, camera came on. We got to Sec level 2. Camera spotted Blackface. Escalation. Arming 3 proximity mines. Good. Nothing really dangerous happened. Black Dice is in here. I'd like to get Hellraiser to help. This camera sees us. I guess if we turn it off before this turn, we're probably not going to get that extra tally from it, but I'm not sure. I think we need to get Black Dice and Zasha in there. I think Hellraiser and Molly need to take care of Psycho. Boy. I guess Black Dice, you're going for this guy. Go for it. Let's sneak. Who sees us? Alright, that guy sees us if we sneak there. This guy hears us if we sneak over here. We're going to still do it. We're just going to get over here for 2. Yep, this guy sees us. What was that? Intruder. The other 2 aren't aware yet. We can Power Slice here. Can we? Yes. Power Slice does not kill him. Power Slice takes 1 attack. And probably better than our normal attack, so we're going to actually take 2. And then we're going to use 1 more for a regular attack. He's down. She's done, though. And spotted. Nobody saw the kill. Although, what did that guy say? He just said something. Corpse discovered. Okay, so they did see the corpse. Uh-oh. Ato's moving next, but Molly gets to go first. Molly's probably going to try to take out Seiko, although he's pretty far away. This is getting hot. Molly, can you get down there and just start blasting? I think we're going hot. Maybe it makes sense to run in all the way. Who sees you and hears you? It's both of them do. Damn, okay. So if we get here with 2 left, we could do a stun strike on this guy. It's not going to be close enough. We need to be closer. Predator reflex may make 1 reaction attack with her claws. Yeah, we need to get closer. We need to get close enough to be able to do 2 attacks. Can't do it. I think it may be smarter to take you in here. You know what I'm going to do, actually? Seiko gets to move. I think I'm going to just delay you until after Seiko. That way Yeah, this guy's gonna move and probably see and attack Black Dice. Or maybe not, because he doesn't actually see the corpse. Might not be doing anything. I think we're gonna delay. Zasha does get a chance to move here. Okay. Zasha loves the idea of charging in here and slicing them up. She does get seen by the camera though. Can we delay? Ugh, they're all moving if we do this. I think we're gonna delay this just to make sure that camera doesn't see us. Right, Udo's still unaware. This guy's taking cover and telling people to get ready for a fight. Oh, he's shooting. Shot at Black Dice and missed, it looks like. Good. Nobody else is aware. 3 enemies reported gunfire. Uh-oh. Alright. That guy just started shooting. We're definitely in trouble here. Let's turn off the camera. And then I think we need to anticipate over here to see what Udo's doing. I'm not sure why we can't see that though. You have to be line of sight to do an anticipation. Maybe we just have to tab through them. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why she can't do anticipation on these guys. Maybe if I select him first? No. Okay, I don't understand that. Hellraiser, I guess you're coming in and helping with the fight is what you're doing. If you run down here, you're gonna alert this guy. Seiko is already alerted, so if you run this way, that's no big deal. That gives you 2 attacks if you get down here and start shooting. I like that, although you'll be in Zasha's way maybe, but you will be in cover from Udo and Seiko. Let's move you in. Intruders. We are definitely waking them up. Suspicious noises. Probably wasn't even worth it taking out the camera. We're gonna shoot this guy twice, I hope. Oh my god, that's not much chance. 1 enemy reported gunfire. Well, I guess Ido heard us. Oops. And that was all of her shots. Wow, that guy, that was a terrible move, it turns out. Oops. Okay. Let's... Oh, hopefully we don't all get killed. Zeta gets to go. He's turning around and shooting us. Yeah, that was dumb. We made a dumb move. Okay. I'm still learning. This guy found a body. Now he's coming in. Molly is ready to open up with real weapons. This guy did come in. It's really these guys we want to take out first, though. Or these guys. I don't know, Molly. We're not silent anymore, Molly. Can you get in here and hit one of these with full auto for us? I think we're going to shoot at him. And what's full auto do here? Nothing. We don't have enough action points. Damn, okay. So we're just gonna have to attack him over a few turns. Shredded, that's good. She's done. That lets Zasha go next. Zasha does have a slide. She's gonna come in here hot. If she can get pretty damn close without worrying about it. So she'll get to here. Yep, they see her. Need to take these guys out. Slash slide here. 2 points. Takes him out. And then if only she had a second one. She doesn't. She can probably get here and get the goods. Yep. Okay. Got hands on the drop box here. Black Dice. The Syndicate Wire Ghost is dead and the drop box is recovered. We're 2 for 2 here. Ghoul's soldiers aren't going to let you slip away easily. Here they come. Oh no, that's our exit. Okay, good. Where's the exit, Blur? Got one lined up. You'll want to pull a tactical retreat to a nearby freight elevator. Awesome. Oh, and that reset our turn. That was unexpected. Oh no, it didn't. Zasha's still out. She's done for now. A motion detector just came on, motion field sensor. Oh, this barrier is staying up longer than I expected. And Molly, you are up. What do we have? We have these two guys. One of them is alarmed, alerted. The other, oh, they're both alerted. There's another guy over here alerted. This guy's suspicious. It's getting hot here. Let's get rid of Ada because he hasn't fired yet. Unfortunately, Hellraiser took some damage. All right, Molly. I think they're all alerted. You're just going to blast him. Hand blades would probably be the smartest thing here. You have Predator Reflex. That's only for claws, though. Alright, what if you just attack him directly? Attack him directly. Full auto is one shot. It's done. Alright, everybody heard that. We don't care about motion detection anymore, although we're up to security level 4. Alright, we have a loot box there and one here. I guess, Molly, what you could do that would be really helpful, actually, is run over and grab that loot. Got gang memes and underworld survey. We'll take them. And then let's get out of here. Alright, who's next on there? Seiko is going to come around the corner. We're a little worried about that. Black Dice first, though, and she has someone here that she can just open up on with a slide. No, she doesn't have a slide, but she could do pre-computed advantage for 1. That's not really going to be helpful. What we really wanted was tactical surge. It's going to take 3 turns for that, though. Let's see, Omi here. Omi here has 150 health. Blade is probably enough to take care of that, or she could toss a grenade at him and then attack with her blade. Alternatively, if she gets right there... What's the blade range? Blade takes 2. Alright, so that's kind of out of the question. She's not going to be able to fight that guy. I think better choice for her is to get up here and throw a grenade. And we're just ignoring the motion detection at this point, although it does give us a tally. She's going to toss a grenade. We haven't used one of these yet. It's both of these guys, hopefully. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, actually. They didn't like that. She's done. Alright. He's coming in to try to flank us. He does have a shot. Ow, right on Black Dice. Not too bad. She has some good tactical armor. This guy is also going to get some shots. Boy. Ooh, Hellraiser's taking some bursts. Sorry, friend. Okay, Hellraiser. Really, first aid kit is probably the best idea here. So let's start with that. 2 points. She's fully healed on her first aid kit. Good. That's the only one she has, though. And then I think her best bet is to be shooting at Seiko. Well, she'll do that. And then maybe she can take another shot here. Yeah. So she's not making much progress, but at least she's helping with the damage. And she's unhurt. Okay, Zasha, we really need to take Omi out next. Udo is going to act before you can. And the only other one is Omega. So yeah, if we take this guy out, I think that's the safest thing to do. Getting you out here would be smart too, but yeah, there's... we need to take this guy out just to lower the tally for this turn, so let's do that. We'll just do a regular attack. And I think I want to put you in the corner just so you're not in line of sight. And then these 3 guys can go. We did lower the tally a little bit there, but there's still 2 guys coming. Omega makes it around the corner. Udo is coming. Way bigger body count on this mission than I expected. Ow, and Black Dice gets hit. This is going to be some reinforcements. Fatality reported. Alerting HR. Uh-oh. Whistler, Wildfire, and Whistler. Okay, we're running for the exit at this point because that is too much heat. We do have security scramble. Pre-computed advantage is here, so we could get an advantage next turn. I think she's way better off just attacking though. This security scramble will lower the tallies a little bit if she knocks these out. Although it might be too late for that. Camera did spot Hellraiser. Let's just assume it's too late and do some slicing. These guys aren't going to be here for a turn. I think if we come up on this side of this guy. Sure, motion detector is going to spot us. No big deal. We're boned anyway. Let's attack here. Out of range, crap. Yeah, she's going to move a tiny bit closer. She gets a second. Ah, that sucks. So any motion within the range gives you a hit. This guy's down. We did get a body visual on that one though, so that increased the tally rather than decreased it. Oops. Lotto's gonna come around the corner. Omega's alerted. Omega is actually gonna fire next, so yeah, Black Dice, it might be over for you. That was a really dumb move also. Just making endless dumb moves here. He gets a, at least he's not using an automatic or a full auto weapon. Zasha, she's been spotted. She can get out here and she has enough to do an improved power slice or an attack, but no, she doesn't have the speed necessary to get out there, so she's actually just gonna yield, and we're gonna give it to Molly and hope that Molly can get out here with some damage capacity. Molly could get here with one attack. Ugh. I guess it's worth it. Sec level's raising fast though. I think we're boned. I think raising the sec level this high is probably going to mess our heat up. So we're going to have to figure that out even harder. Barely any damage also. That guy has some 30% armor that hopefully I did some shred to, but not as much. She's going to use her Predator Reflex on this guy though. Not that that'll do much. Hellraiser, I need some shots from you. Alright, she can jam kit on a couple things, but again, let's just bum rush the exit and try to get 2 shots on this guy. Why? You can't hit him again because you're out of ammo. Could dazzle him. Or could reload. Reload is only 1. I think we'll have another shot if she reloads. Yeah, good. Alright, last mistake you made, buddy. And Molly, yeah, your Overwatch isn't gonna do anything, sorry. Sasha, I would like it if you had an Overwatch. Can you get up to here? Yeah, that guy won't see you, so... let's get out of here. These are proximity mines. Uh-oh, how are we gonna... I guess we can probably disable those. Hopefully. We are giving up on this lootable here, I think. Probably should have had Zasha get that. It's okay. Went up to sec level 6 anyway. Oof. Hold her down, intruder! Alright, oof. They are not quite close enough to shoot, but they're going to be close enough next turn. We're going to have to get around that corner. It's going to get bloody, they say. Oh gosh. Hellraiser, can you... Right. I think what we want to do... Can you... Yeah, you're going to be too far away to do a jam kit. Can you get around this corner? Ooh, there's barely a corner there. We have to get you all the way out here. Okay, so you can get there. That would blow you up, though. Let's get you to this corner. Or maybe like right under this thing. Camera's going to see you. Oh, they had Overwatch, but they missed. And then I want you to jam one of these explosives from there. Can you do it? Okay, it's possible. So I think we do it next turn. And for now... Or let's delay you, actually. Alright, Black Dice, you need to go around. You need to kill this guy. And then we need you around the corner also. Let's move here. Let's use pre-computed advantage. Jeez. Can we get behind him? Yeah. Let's move to here. Let's hit him once. Oh, he's dead. Good. Alright. And she is out of line of sight. She's going to use pre-computed advantage so that we get initiative bonus next turn. And then Zasha is wondering why Hellraiser didn't blow those mines, because she wants to get out of here. So she's going to move over here and then delay. Oh shoot, she can't delay to the end of the turn? Yeah, she can, okay. Alright, that's their last one. They're all getting ready for a fight. We need to get out of here before they start shooting. We did leave behind a loot box, unfortunately. Ouch. And it's a miss. Good. Miss on Molly. We could stop and shoot, but I don't think there's anything really to be gained by that. Molly is heading this way, and she's going to delay after she gets here. She can actually get around that corner a little bit without blowing that thing up. They missed. We got lucky. She's delaying. Alpha's coming in for a shot. Nope. Oh. No shot. Okay, Hellraiser. I need you to jam that explosive. Not that one, though. This one. And then start running, I guess. Get around this corner? Can't. Crap. Okay. I guess that's no big deal. We still get to act before they do next turn. Zasha, don't blow that other explosive. Molly, you get to move as well. So let's move you tangent to this thing first. Which is to there, I guess. And then a little further. There we go. Black Dice is way behind. Looks like we're getting more reinforcements. Investigation in progress. Yep. Sec level 8. 3 more shock troops arrive. It's okay. We're gonna get out of here before they can engage us. Luckily they're coming from far away. Let's get out of here, Zasha. You're gonna run there. We're gonna end your action. Black Dice! It's gonna take an action to security scramble, so is it worth it? Yeah, because then you can hop over this and get way closer. I guess you'll end up over here-ish, though. Optionally, we let Hellraiser do that. Molly, you're out of here. Nice. Black Dice. Yep. Scramble it. Not that one. This one, yes. And then run! Actually get quite far in there. Ooh, debuffed. Wait, what? Not sure what that meant. Oh, they slowed her down somehow. She got hit. And again, debuffed with Whistler something. Oh, that's not good. She's gonna have to use a first aid kit. She's gonna have to hop over this way first. No, let's get her around the corner. Okay. And then she'll use a first aid kit there. Hello? It went away, but she didn't get to use it. What does that mean? I guess we'll just delay and maybe she'll get to use it at the end. And then Hellraiser, you're out of here. Run. Black Dice can take care of herself. This mission is going wrong. Alright, they all get to move now. It's only the close by ones that really matter to us. And we left Kato alive somewhere. I don't think any of them are going to be close enough to shoot at us. Possible they have grenades. They're still sounding a little confused. Sec AI is sending them to us, but alright, why can't I use this first aid kit? Oh, it's used for 2. Okay, that's why. Yeah, she needs to keep moving. Tactical surge. Oh, we could do that. Let's do that. Hello? Why can't I use it? Ah, there we go. And then she can use her first aid kit, plus she can run a little bit further. A very, very little bit further. Let's... Unfortunately, the... disabled until end of next turn. Okay, so she'll move here. Keep in cover. I think we're going to get the advantage on initiative next turn. Except for one of them who's coming around. Ooh, and he does see her over. That sucks. Sees her over the wall. So she's going to end the mission with damage. The rest of these, I'm just ending action for. Black Dice, can you make it to the exit? You can. Oops. Just took 44 there for running through the prox mine. Oops. After all that care of turning off the prox mines, she still ran through it. Because I was panicking. Is it turn 14 yet? Almost, but we're going to get our +2 favors. I think. Let's just get Hellraiser out of here. This should be it. Yeah, we're out. Victory, we did it. All right. CyberKnights Flashpoint. We play, well played, says Octane. Ghoul's goons never knew what hit them. Black Dice says, we have the drop box. It doesn't look like they were able to crack it and access the Q-Endpoint. Octane says, but they were trying. It would have only been a matter of time. Black Dice says, a drop box like that isn't truly safe. Only a CyberKnight can move an endpoint with complete security. Octane says, we're lucky they were being so careful. Ghoul didn't want the endpoint to become disentangled. He needed it in one piece. That wire ghost must have been a pro. Black Dice, Ghoul and his crew are none the wiser. Except they're all dead. We left the wire ghost dead in the gutter. I guess the ones that are still alive are none the wiser. That's true. They did shoot at us, but they didn't get a make on us. Perfect. Your mercs impressed me at the AUG clinic, and you've shown your efficiency again. I wouldn't have called that efficient. I just went in and murdered what I could. We've earned an additional 2 favors for completing the optional objective. Favors are a powerful underworld currency we can cash in later. Look to your people. They did well tonight. I will have mine double check that the Q-Endpoint has not been damaged or tampered with. Blur says, one more heist, Octane, and the debt is done. Oh, we owe 2 heists? What, really? As we have agreed, your debt will be cancelled. Just connect the endpoint to the data center's host. Why are we sneaking an endpoint into the data center? What are you stealing? CyberKnights move quantum endpoints securely. That was your first function, your original purpose. Blur says, which doesn't explain why you need to sneak a quantum endpoint into a syndicate data center. Octane says, no, it doesn't. Black Dice, this is your chance to explain. I get the feeling you don't have anyone else to carry this endpoint into the data center for you, Octane. Because it is a D-Cartel data center. You're cutting against your own syndicate and putting our lives on the line. Octane, simply put, the endpoint will connect to a secret transaction logger and empty it out. It is a key to the hidden logger's cache. Blur. So you've been tapping someone in the D-Cartel, capturing their moves and secrets, and now we are going to help you fetch the data repos. Exactly. The data is going to fill my hand with trump cards. When it's time to make my move, I'll be all aces. Our move, and we'll be aces, if you want to be part of it. Alright, send us the brief on the job and we'll start planning the heist, or we're walking away from this mess. We'll pay off our debt, but that's the end. No, we're gonna help the plan. Send us the brief on the job and we'll start planning the heist. We're here to finish what we started, and then we'll see what happens next. Octane says the data center is cleverly hidden under an abandoned skyrise construction project. It will be only lightly guarded because its protection is its camouflage. But you want to take a careful approach. Some syndicate heavies are never far away. To give us time to do our work, Octane has moved the loan repayment back 1 month. Nice. So we can hopefully level up some before we take on the next stage of her quest. Octane's loophole heist is ready to be planned in the Command HQ. Mission victory, stake out all the hard ways. Complete a mission with 2 secondary objectives. Everyone leveled up. And Molly earned the codename Falcon. Nice, Molly. 232,000 payment for that. 126 XP. Starting to see some money rewards. We did get a tiny bonus for Blur's handling. +2 this time instead of +1. We did get a 54,000 credit bonus payment. And we had to pay our team 15%. So that is interesting. That gets taken out of there. I guess 10k each, basically. And then the rest goes to the group. We did gain 16 heat from security level 9. Oops. Yeah, we need to figure out how to drop our heat. Power level and underworld team gained 0.34 power level. Octane gained influence, trust, and power level. Great. We got +20% influence, or either we got +20 with her, or she just, as a power broker, gained more. I'm not sure what that means. That's her direct. Okay, so we gained 5% trust with Octane. We have +2 favors with her for completing before the end of turn 14. Plus we got some blue cubes, gang memes, and an underworld survey. All data which we can eventually figure out how to sell. We'll head back to the safe house. In the safe house, we're going to let some time run forward to get legwork. Before we do that, let's take a look at our injuries and our training. Injuries first. 2 days and 6 hours for Hellraiser. Ouch. Okay, well, we do have Remy to come on a mission, but we do like Hellraiser's abilities. Her weapons, not the greatest, but her abilities are good. What can we do about treatment? 220 hit points send for treatment. I guess that's how you heal them. Let's do that. Is it cash? Alright, advanced recover for injury. Reduce the healing time for your injury from 25% to 45% depending on the chosen doctor. We could send her to Dr. Ash. It's going to drop it to 1 day and 18 hours. That seems the best. 5k, also the cheapest. Or we could send her to Jurio Poi. I guess we're going to try to stay on the good side of Dr. Ash. Our influence with her is lower than Jurio. But I like that she's cheaper. Alright, that is... dropped her treatment to a 1 day and 12 hours. Fantastic. Let's go through training. Black Dice has a couple. Wow, you can give them surgery at any point. That's nice. Maybe we'll give you some surgery later. Right now we're going to do class training. And last time we were heading up here to Atomic Stutter. Debuff an enemy within 12 meter with stun. That's really far away. 12 meters. Just stun people for 1 action every 4 turns. And we can speed that up. I think that seems like a good option. The other things we could do is improve our pre-computed advantage. This is huge, giving us an 8 initiative at the start of the turn. We could also get our interface spike, which drops initiative of somebody else. Tactical surge is also huge at the +2 action points. In fact, so huge that we could really go here. This also gives us +3 initiative, more move points, a better range, and not sure the last one recharges more often. Yeah, I like the idea of that recharging more often. So that's probably what we'll go for first. But first, let's get her the Atomic Stutter. I really want to train this up. That's 1 point. The second point we're going to put in range just so that we can get the recharge sooner. Alright. Blur gets to train. What are we doing with Blur? Well, we've been training Dealmaker. No reason to stop now. +1 favor, +10 influence for secondary objectives. I would have given us 3 favors for this. Favors are used to gain leverage, it seems like. 25 job payments. Oh, right, this is for a street or syndicate context. So right now we're getting deal maker 10% bonus. I don't know, that's a lot. We also have care and feeding. Whenever a team member has a hype or stress limit break, spend a charge to reroll. I haven't had that yet. Efficiency grind. At any safe house room that generates tokens, spend a charge to gain a safe house room token instantly. Don't know what that means. Co-conspire. Pick a contact to work with directly and spend a charge to immediately find a job that will benefit you both. That sounds like it'll come in handy later. She also has opposition research. During mission planning, can activate a leverage that grants map knowledge. So far we've come into maps with full knowledge anyway, so I'm not sure what advantage that really is. In the safe house field ops room, spend a charge to focus team coordination on a mission, both upgrading up to 9 existing field ops leverages and adding unique leverages, including field ops. Digital coordination in the safe house. Hacking station room, all leverages gain hacking. Handpicked. Whenever I encounter potential recruits, recruit gets 2 starting levels. That sounds great. Pulling strings. Whenever a contact has influence or exposure limit break, you may spend a charge to reroll a new set of options for the limit break. So limit breaks sound like you'll eventually hit either heat or stress levels where, like, you lose, you lose favor with either a team member or a contact. Also, Puppet Master help. Whenever you help steer a contact's influence limit break, spend a charge to increase the level of all of the contact's services as a single limit break result. Puppet Master. Handbrake. During mission planning, spend a charge to activate a leverage that delays the job's deadline by 1 day. Okay, so we can make jobs delay easier. Beat the trap. Increase the chance that headhunters attempt to collect on their bounty during this job. I guess headhunters can come for you and we could trap them. Insider hustle. This passive talent allows you to spend tokens to gain favors with contacts from street or gang factions. During mission planning, spend a charge to activate a leverage that reduces heat generated by the job by 6. Ooh. Activate a leverage that reduces heat generated by the job by 6 plus 1 per 2 cunning. Okay. That's how we have to get to there to figure out how to generate heat. We could go up this way or around this way. This is plus cunning, plus handling, plus cunning. This would be persuasion. Persuasion, cunning. I think we're going to go this way just to get the cunning. But we have to start here. So we'll get that one and then this one, and that will be a path toward getting pressure drop. Alright, next in line is Hellraiser, our vanguard. She definitely needs something more offensive. Overdrive. If an enemy spots you during their action and has not spotted your team before game, plus 10 initiative for remainder of turn. Undetectable by sight and sound is nice. Glasswalker. Immediately buff yourself and teammates with plus 5 initiative at security level rise. Hides dead bodies within 12 meters under an illusionary projection. Body timer still runs, okay. It just hides the bodies, it doesn't stop their body timer. Synapse short when scoring a critical hit, debuff target and nearby enemies within 6 meters with minus 25% all accuracy until end of turn. That sounds really good. Cancels enemy overwatch also. Right next to lure. It's also might just be good to, if we could, yeah, we can't improve the rate at which we gain lure charges, but we could just increase the max charge. Lure is very powerful right now. I think we have, yeah, just 1 charge on that. Silence we haven't really ended up using, so might retract silence. We did add anticipation. Yeah, I think the best thing to do here for her is just increase the number of charges on lure just to start. That gives us 2 charges, and then we have a lot of jam kit charges already. Could go for even more, or reduce the AP cost of jam kit. That's also a good idea. alternatively, we start moving toward Synapse Short, which seems like a really nice passive talent. Just like whenever she critical hits, debuffs the nearby target. I don't know, Vanguard, I don't feel like she's doing that much crits, but maybe it's worth heading that way just to think about it. Alright, we'll do that. Talent limit did go up to 6. Okay, so the talent limits do raise. That's good. Molly, or sorry, Falcon. Falcon is really having a good time with those claws. She hasn't really used Stun Strike yet, or Berserk Haze passive. And killing a target with a cyber weapon instantly recharge 1 turn for any cybernetic talent. Possibly recouping a charge and gain +3 initiative. So anytime she kills, she gets 3 initiative. And I'm not sure what a max charge does. Haze passive, I guess that can only happen 4 turns per charge. It doesn't feel like we have to activate it. Alright, this one though, Clawmaster. If we could reduce the cost, that would be nice. Gains 2 match. She has enough charges with 2. Like, I guess if she starts a turn next to somebody, having a lot charges might be nice. Gains 10% damage, gains 10% damage, gains 10% damage. Just like, yeah, maxing out the damage of this seems like a good no-brainer. Let's do that. Clawmaster, she's gonna get up close and personal with those claws. As our War Machine. Cyber Sword. So everybody's kind of going for melee, it seems like. Can we get longer range on the slash slide? That would be nice. Or reduced cost? Let's see, this is recharge weight is reduced. That's not so bad. She also has improved power slice. We can make it last longer. Whisper kill. When a melee attack kills an unaware or suspicious target, gain +2 move points. Very nice. Aegis. While carrying melee weapons, buff yourself with invulnerability to all damage. Interesting. Preempt. Shielded Rush. Arc Field. Item Carry. Adaptive Restruct. Immediately patch 1 armor. Right, I think we've gone through hers. Choppa. When a melee attack kills a target, gain 2 action points for the remainder of the turn. Yeah, she wants that. Sure Parry. Can block attacks. So yeah, she's going up here to Choppa. So let's get that. This deflection field kind of sucks. It might come in more handy later. I don't want Whisper Kill and Choppa for her. I would like to extend the range on this power slide, but it's pretty good already. So if we get to Choppa, maybe we'll extend her ability here more. This reduces the recharge from 4 to 3 turns. That might be smart. It's currently at 5 turns. This reduces it to 4 turns. Ouch, that's a lot of turns. One of these also must have given her a charge. Yeah, so she gets 2 charges every 5 turns. This would give her 2 charges and every 4 turns. So the other option is improved power slice. We could definitely up her damage here. I like the idea of upping her damage because that gets her to upping the damage and just reducing the cost would be nice. We can't reduce the cost, it's 1, so we could extend it so it lasts 2 turns, or we could increase the damage by a lot. Let's do the damage. Alright, 1 left. Remy. Remy hasn't really gone with us yet. She's still on legwork. She didn't level up. We need to bring Remy on some missions. Alright, we're gonna actually pass time a bit here and finish this legwork. Oh, are we already done with this legwork? I don't know who you are or how you got around my privacy protocols, but I'm not buying whatever. But, like dice, go on, Tina Mellock. It's nice to put a face to a name. I don't know you. I don't. You can't remember the CyberKnight you tried to have killed? If you're going to try to take out someone this powerful, you should at least know who you're dealing with. Tina Mellock says, I didn't know what Dr. Ekman was doing. Remy says, we've been through the AUG clinic records, so cut the lies. And your Ultratech privacy protocol was so standard, Tina Mellick. We've had a little look inside your life. Black Dice, don't try to play it tough. You're a B-tier citizen who barely passed her aptitude tests. Ultratech has forgotten your little snitch move and is already off to fight the next fire. Remy, now let's talk. You fed Dr. Ekman to the corporate killers to hide your own drug problem, right? Tina Mellick, I don't... Remy, you've done an awful job covering your tracks. For slinging meds illegally to your friends, Ultratech might just kick you to the curb. But the bioformula you sold in 29? For that, they'll kill you just like Dr. Ekman. Tina Mellick, kill Dr. Ekman? They just took him in for questioning. Remy, oh, Dr. Ekman is never coming back after what he did. Neither would you. We could ask her to tell me why we shouldn't tip Ultratech off to her side hustle, or she needs to be a lot more careful, or Ultratech is going to catch on to you. Let Remy give you a few tips, or you tried to kill me. Shouldn't I return the favor? Ask her to tell me why. Let's put some pressure. Not too much. Tell me why we shouldn't tip Ultratech off to your side hustle. I'll do whatever you want. I can sling you drugs from the lab. If I get another shot at a bioformula, I'll call you. That's the attitude that will keep your dirty secret out of Ultratech hands. We don't want anything from you right now, but when we call, you answer and you'll do exactly what we tell you to do. Understood, Chada? Yes, understood. Then you'll be hearing from us. Tina Mellock gained the trait Under Our Thumb, has a starting 8 of 100 trust score, and owes us 3 favors. Alright, we got some favors from Tina. Maybe that'll help for leverage on a mission. We can use favors to make regular purchases without spending $1, or to call in help where money can't buy it, most often for leverage on jobs. Medical recovery in a day, new conversation in 9 days, legwork in 10 days, pending heist says 22 days, and we don't have to pay off our loan for a month. Let us take a look at our inventory and see if there's stuff we need to sell here. So we did get the Tron Hyperflex 700, which is a weapon mod, I think. Do you have another rapid fire? I'm not sure there's anything we can do in contacts except for look at them. One face talent. Cannot co-conspire. The temperature around our team is too high right now. This contract rebuffs this face talent while our heat is over 50. Okay, we have to drop our heat. How do we do that? Heat. Where are you? Let's go back to here and look at this. Team power level is almost 1. Heat is 51. How do we drop heat? Sec level on any mission. Contacts may reach the heat limit. Stop dealing with us. Our team's stress resistance decreases per 5 heat if headhunters are pursuing us. Heat burn starts at 1 per day. Okay, but increases as we lay low at the safe house. For every day we do not start a new job, our heat burn increases by +1 per day. Okay, so we want to burn heat as close as possible, so we get as close as possible to the pending heist without doing it. Just to drop our heat, it's too high. We want it under 25 because every 25 means +1 sec level per turn. So starting with high heat, that's too much. In cold storage, we have a blueprint. What exactly is a blueprint? We also have a Q anomaly report, a bunch of lore, I think, to look at. This is legendary. Let's start there. McKellen Heavy Industries has a Q anomaly report. Extensive report about quantum field anomalies not explained by current quantum physics theory, worth 126,000. Legendary. We also have corporate invoices 2, worth 25,000, also legendary. Detailed payments made to blue card holders. Also McKellen Heavy Industries, great dark invoices. I'm not really sure what to do with everything we have in cold storage yet. I think it's basically just currency, but we're gonna hold on to it in case something comes up. We do have a blueprint. This has 5 uses remaining. We can make smoke grenades. We could sell it. Common item blueprint. I'm not sure how to make things with blueprints. So don't don't really know what it means. I also don't know how to... Okay, we have weapons and mods. Here we go. Maybe this is how you make things with blueprints. Now, here's all our weapons. I can't tell by looking at them who is wielding them right now. We do have a little head, 3 of 3 indicated here, 1 of 2 indicated here, 3 of 4 indicated here. So I think maybe that's showing what people are using these. I'm not sure. Mods here. These are all mods we can buy at the market. Okay. Inventory, Tron, Hyperflux. We can't do anything with that here. Cyberdex, we have none. Programs, we have none. We haven't done any hacking yet. Here's programs we could buy, I guess. Still not really sure why we do that. I guess we need to get into hacking to get our hacker leveled up. Look at this, we have accounts. Okay. Blueprints. Files. File sets. Okay, so we're trying to build, maybe if we get the complete file set before we save them, we can sell them for more money. That's possible. We can also manage rooms. Cold storage. We still have 2 rooms getting cleaned out. No, they're done. Okay, we have 2 clean rooms, so we're gonna need to figure out what to put in there. Nano Scrubber could start helping us with the air. That'll take 4 days. SimStream Detox enables team members to burn off stress. Yeah, we'll want that eventually. SimStream Trainer, XP share to team members who didn't go on a mission. Okay, so we can have one of those, and that means idle team members get XP. That's nice. Counter Intel Pod generates tokens that can be spent to reduce heat. Aha! Okay, 100k for that. Field Ops Center generates tokens that can be spent to enhance missions. Okay, we want that. Hacking Stage. Well, so we're only going to be able to make 8 things, I think, unless you can make more per room. So we're going to have to decide, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, there's like 9 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so the real question is, what do we want first, and why are they red? Does that just mean we don't have it? I really like the idea of getting something that can start reducing heat. Required 6, so we need nano scrubbers. So nano scrubbers are basically the power generators. Okay, and we need level 1 utilities. So we need to put power wires in this room, right? You cannot exceed the power level of a connecting room close to the elevator. Okay, so we have to start in the one by the elevator. We need to put power wires in here. That takes a day. Let's do that. Can we do other things while that's upgrading? We also are going to need cryogenic cooling for a lot of this stuff. It looks like level 2. What I'm really looking for is counter intel. So we need 2 cooling in here, and whatever this is, 6 level nano scrubber. I think we're gonna have to build a lot of nano scrubbing before we do anything. So let's not waste time. Oh wait, 10. We have 10 nano scrubbed. Okay, so maybe that actually is fine. We just want to do cooling. Let's do cooling up. Room in progress, upgrade power supply. So we can't do 2 of those at a time. Let's clean the other side. Clean up. Take 7 days and $6,000. We can only do 2 actions at a time, so we'll do those 2. Great. Let's do some time skipping. You look terrible, Zasha, says Black Dice. Blur, aren't you due for another treatment soon? Zasha, if I was still in the UKF, I would have had one months ago. Black Dice, that's not good. I need you at Ace Point. What's the holdup? Zasha, the chem soup I need just doesn't exist anymore. Nobody makes it. The UKF didn't just ban my neuro treatment. They went after the Farmy Corp, Ganstech. That's how the UKF rules. They pulled some kind of hostile takeover and then they shut Ganstech down. They considered it a threat to their game. Black Dice, well, you've done a few treatments since you got out. Where did you get the chems? Zasha, my doper, Jirio Poi, managed to score some of the sludge off the black market just as Ganstech was being ripped apart. We've been dragging the treatments out as slow as we can to stretch it. Which is why every couple of months I look like I had a sparring session with a hover truck. Look, I didn't want to bother you with this before, so I didn't say anything. When does Juryopoi run out of chems? What happens if you don't get treatment? And it sounds like we need to keep Juryopoi close. What happens if you don't get treatment? When does he run out of chems? We're pretty much out already. This next treatment, Juryopoi didn't have enough left to do a whole batch, so he cooked the other half. It's a good thing he's a whiz kid in the nano lab. Black Dice, the UKF really hosed you and then dumped you to die. Zasha, me and my entire team. They approved the Ganstech neuroconditioning and let us all get past the point of no return. Then they cut the cord and torched the chem factory. Black Dice, they handed you all a death sentence. Zasha, if I hadn't known Juryopoi from my days coming up fighting while I was trying to get into UKF, I'd be dead already. But you know, Zasha says, I was 6-0 and my team was going to the top. I was coming for the belt. I can't really let that go. Or, got a list of names and they'll get what's coming to them eventually. Or, it kind of saved my life. The UKF was a one-way ticket to dead. Alright, so she was some kind of combat gladiator, I think. And she says she's kind of glad that they crashed it because she would have died. The bastards in charge of UKF would have eventually found a reason for me to stumble. They control the narrative to keep everyone hooked. Maybe I could have contended for a belt, but it's the ultimate kill fight for a reason. Nobody retires. But none of us wanted to go out like this, our brains turning to mush. I'd rather have died on a sword. Black Dice. It isn't over yet, Zasha. You're still in this fight. Zasha. I hope Juryopoi can chem me out and I can just move on. I've made something new here with you and the others. I feel like a trash can. I'm not as sharp as I should be, but I can still run jobs, Black Dice. Juryopoi has to finish cooking up the new chem batch before I take the treatment, so I'm sitting tight. Zasha's condition is worsening, and she has gained the neurorot trait. Like all traits, neurorot starts at level 1 and may progress to level 4. A merc's stress, wounds, story, and mission accomplishment and personal relationships all play a role in increase and decrease of trait levels. If and when Zasha is able to get the chem treatment, the neurorot trait will reduce by 1 level. Depending on her stress and how long the treatment takes to prepare, this may temporarily remove the trait completely, or just reduce its power. However, until Zasha is able to complete her treatments, the threat of neurorot hangs over her. If it's allowed to progress to level 4, it's fatal. Alright, let's take a look at Zasha really quick. Which I'm not quite sure how to do. Barracks. Yes, Zasha. Barracks. Zasha, I like you. You're a cyber sword. You've got cool talents. She does have Neurorot 1. Something in your brain chemistry is slowly melting your brain. Minus 15 hit points, minus 5% move speed, and minus 4% wound resistance. Well, that's terrible. Let's see if we can get anything to help you. I don't really think we're going to do that without delving deeper into this underworld. Alright, Hellraiser, medical for 1 more day. Clean room finished. We build something here. We don't need to build a nano scrubber, but we do want to put some coolant in here. It says required 6 and nano scrub 10, so I don't know. Let's fill this up with both coolants. It's going to take a couple days for that to finish. Wait. We're not actually doing that. There we go. I also have a bunch of these. What do these do? Can't click these. Okay. Not sure. I think these are all just passives, I guess. Whenever. Okay, no. We can spend charges at future points. Trash room still cleaning for 6 days. Medical recovery, another 6 hours. There we go. She's recovered. Great. Our heat dropped 1. We're down to 50. 8 days for another conversation. Legwork on Octane's story. I think we can actually turn this on now. Let's get some more legwork on Octane. We need to learn more about my CyberKnights computer. True origin. Hellraiser is... No, I guess we're waiting for Remy still. Let's keep delaying that. Remy, why can't you do that? Maybe Remy just can't do that one. Blur is investigating her for a while. Let's just send Hellraiser out to do that, I guess. It's gonna take how much time does it say? 6 days. Okay, that's fine. Let's let her do that for 6 days. We need to learn more about our CyberKnights' true origin. Hellraiser says, so that thing in your spine was dug out of someone else? Yeah, we read this last time. Hellraiser's on it. Legwork's happening for another 6 days. We still need to do our pending heist, but we need our heat to drop. So we're just gonna let this legwork escape. There we go. Clean room's done. We need one more cryogenic cooling in here to do anything. Nothing else going on. Two on. Oh, so Remy is on the leg. Oh no, sorry. Blur and Hellraiser are doing the legwork. 4 days left. Black Dice, gather the team. Blur, the news streams are blowing up. This affects us all, the whole dome. Zasha, what is it? Falcon, whoa, this looks big. Black Dice, the UNA, New Boston, and the 5 megacorps who run the dome have ratified a change to the city's charter to add a new megacorp. Blur, the massive German conglomerate, Warner Brown Global, is coming to town. Falcon, they've been working on that for years, haven't they? Sasha, I never thought it would really happen. Falcon, don't underestimate Warner Braun. They're a wolf in a sheep suit, making nice with the biomed promises, but they're as bad or worse than every other megacorp. Hellraiser, Matsumoto sponsored their entry to the dome's economic zone. It's all for their own gain. You know Mats is just using them as a way to harm Ultratech's market share. Blur, the report the UNA has published actually has details. It's not a blaze piece by some marketing pod. Zasha, every shareholder in every megacorp is going to be uneasy about this one. Do they think a rare moment of transparency from our government will calm them? A megacorp moving to a new charter city, that operation must be massive, or they're going to flood the biotech market in a good way, or they must have paid off everyone from here to the top of the dome to make it happen. It must be a massive operation. Oh, it's late. A megacorp moving to a new charter city. Must be a massive operation. They will have to carry out some sort of downtown district as their sovereign territory and bring over their own citizens. And their own military army. They only trust New Boston-based security companies as long as they have to. Blur. Gives me chills thinking about it. They're going to be so exposed during the transition period. We'll have to rely on local blue card labor and local milsec. Anyone gunning for them is going to have an easy time slipping a bar between their bills for a while. Black Dice. Chills indeed. If I'm reading this right, in the first month, Warner Brown Global can only bring 42 high-ranking citizens and a 1,000-strong security force into the UNA. Falcon. Looks like it goes up quickly, but those are some dangerous quotas. I would not want to be in that little Warner Brown Global island of 42. Blur. It shows how valuable tapping into a new charter city and economic zone is for a megacorp. Warner Braun Global only operates in 12 zones, including New Berlin, the London Underground, Neo-Prague, Algiers, and the Swiss Financial Enclave. Zasha. But they're tapping into the first dome in the UNA. You can't even put a value on that. Black Dice. Warner Braun is spending billions in multiple years to make this happen. Their shareholders are going to be eagerly expecting returns. Alright, more legwork. We need to get someone sniffing around the Warner Braun Global Enclave to see if we can quietly get in touch with someone. We're going to delay that. They're going to flood the biotech market in a good way. They must have paid off everyone. Let's delay the legwork. Done with this for now. We'll see it later. An event has been added to the timeline. Alright, so we have 11 days to worry about Warner Braun, so we'll let Hellraiser finish what she's doing first. Alright, we did finish clean room here, and we cannot do the counter intel ball. Damn. Generates tokens that can be spent to reduce heat. I think since I put the cooling in here, I think we're going to do the XP share upgrade instead. And go. Alright, and in 6 days we'll have that. Great. Cleaning debris out of this one. We can actually put some power wires in here, but we can only do 2 at a time, so never mind. Limit's been reached. 1 day left for legwork. We'll pass the time. finished in the clean room. So this clean room needs power. And we'll probably put nano scrubbers in here just to see if that improves our ability to do anything. And a little bit longer. There we go. Hellraiser is returned in a hurry. Things were going well for a while, but then I asked one wrong question in the wrong club and they came after me. Damn, Hellraiser failed. I managed to learn what we needed to know and still gave them the slip. Okay, good. Well, you found the trail on my quantum rider. I hit the motherlode. The knight used the codename Burner, and he worked for Octane. Blur. That line! Black Dice. So what are the chances that this knight Burner died on the job Octane is setting us up with? Hellraiser. That I can't say for sure. Word is that Burner and his entire team got wiped, but nobody knows how. But get this, his sniper is still alive. Somehow dodged out of the TPK. Black Dice. Where? Get the team ready, we're going now. Hellraiser. Hiding out down in Fenian territory, she's hired some help to watch her six. We're on the cusp of learning about the secrets of my quantum rider and perhaps pulling back the curtain on some of Octane's lies. A new job, High Street, is ready to be planned in the Command HQ. Okay, so we got a new heist, High Street. Pending heist. We have 6 days to complete it. We could finish Blur's legwork on Octane first. Probably would make sense to do that just because it won't conflict. So let's do that. 2 days left. This clean room's finished. We will start our nano scrubber work here. That's going to take 4 days. Pollution created by the safe house. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Nano pollution 6. The amount of nano pollution created by this module is 6. Okay, so we need 6 nano scrubbers before we can make this. I think is what that reads. So let's start making these just to see if that makes sense. Okay. 2 days left for legwork. We will finish that. Influence limit break with Octane. Uh-oh. Once a contact's influence reaches 80%, they will hit an influence limit break and gain an upgrade to a trader service, or gain a temporary trader service. By calling in favors, we can pick from up to 3 upgrades, hopefully steering the contact towards our interest. Take a limit break upgrade or spend favors for more option. Trade a favor for an extra option, or our limit break update will be high priority bonus for 30 days. For 30 days, Octane will gain a constant buff 25% mission pay. That sounds nice. By spending one of our favors with Octane, remember we have at least 2, yep. We can unlock a maximum of 3 limit break options and then choose the one we most prefer. Let's do that just to see. Confirm the favor. Alright, and she only unlocked 1. Syndicate merch trait upgrade. Octane's Syndicate merch trait will increase to level 2, going from plus 5% price when selling used goods to this contact and plus 10% when selling accounts to contact to plus 7% and just when selling used goods to the contact. Okay, so she buys used goods at a slightly better price, or 25% mission pay for the next 30 days. We do have 2 missions, or 1 mission coming from her, so let's get the 25 mission pay bonus. And let's finish the legwork on her. 1 day done. There we go. Blur. I never expected Ultratech to be running such a thorough dragnet. It was a little extra effort to keep my head down when I was working the network, but I kept things nice and clean and still untangled this mess a bit. Things get twisted here. Both Syndicate Financier Octane and Syndicate Blade Ghoul work for the same boss and have for a long time. They work for Syndicate boss Henninger, a very powerful and very nasty type. Of course, Bravestar has been trying to catch up to Henninger for years. So they're competing for the attention of their boss, stealing each other's toys. Blur. There's more to it than that. Some bribes here, some drinks bought there. Ghoul is convinced Octane is stealing from the D-Cartel bosses. Black Dice. Such as stealing from the Syndicate's boss's hidden data center? We've just signed up to help with that. Blur. Yes, exactly that. We need to be careful. Ghoul is on the warpath to destroy his rival. Black Dice. If Ghoul is right, then it's obvious that the heist we're about to pull is that exact theft. Blur. If Octane is stealing from D-Cartel, theft is punishable by death. That might be one way to expunge our debt. Black Dice. We have some evidence, but all of our conversations with Octane are on the chain and can't be directly divulged without the keys of both parties. We'd be writing on our word against hers. Blur. Ghoul might act on our word alone. Blur. But we might be trading a lying snake of a financier for a rash blade who isn't thinking how Henninger is going to feel about any such move. We're on the cusp of a big decision we have to make, siding with Octane or Ghoul, or trying to find our own path to paying off the debt. If we run the loophole heist, we won't be able to offer anything of value to Ghoul. If we're going to switch horses in this race, we need to do it before the loophole heist. An event has been added to our timeline to consider the decision of going to Ghoul with what we have against his enemy. Alright, so we have to make a decision before this pending heist. But we have this one. We can do it now. Command HQ. High Street. 2 days left on this heist. It's a live wire negotiation. And we'll do that next time. It's been a long episode. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click the like button if you are enjoying and want to encourage more of this series. Hope to see you next time. Until then, bye for now.